Do you ever feel like your story was never meant to blend in with the rest, that somehow your life carries a weight that no one around you fully sees or understands? There's something different in you, something ancient, purposeful, and deep. It's not visible in the mirror, but you feel it in the silence of your thoughts, in the ache of your heart, and in the way your soul reacts to the world. If you've ever found yourself facing silent battles that no one else seemed to notice, if your eyes have ever carried stories too complex for words, if your body has responded to invisible energies or emotions that others dismiss, then maybe, just maybe, you are one of the chosen. This isn't a label or a title. It's a deep spiritual reality that lives inside certain souls. You may have always known, even if you couldn't explain it. The pain you've faced isn't ordinary. The challenges weren't just random. They were spiritual preparations. The universe doesn't send such storms to just anyone. It reserves them for those with a greater calling, those strong enough to carry light through the darkest places. And sometimes the marks you carry, whether visible on your body or hidden within your being, are not wounds, they are sacred signs. These are spiritual codes, soul markings that hint at who you truly are beneath the surface. In this message, we'll walk together through 7 of those marks, 7 deeply spiritual signs that are only found in those who are chosen. These aren't small signs, they're profound, and once you begin to recognize them, you'll understand why your life has unfolded the way it has. One of the first and most powerful signs that someone is chosen is something no one else can see. It's an invisible wound, etched not on the skin, but into the very soul. It may come from a childhood that felt heavier than it should have been, from pain that repeated itself in cycles you couldn't explain. Maybe you endured rejection, betrayal, loneliness, or even silent suffering that no one around you ever acknowledged. From the outside, it might seem like you were just going through normal challenges, but inside you were fighting an invisible war. This isn't random. This is the soul's training ground. The chosen often go through more than seems fair, deep emotional battles, spiritual confusion, and experiences that shatter their sense of belonging. But these trials are not punishments. They are soul-forging. They shape you, strip away illusion, and prepare you to hold a light powerful enough to guide others. You've probably walked through fires that would have burned others down, yet you survived, and even if you were left scarred, your scars became symbols of endurance and quiet power. And maybe, if you look into your own eyes in the mirror, you'll see another sign, the kind of depth that isn't taught, but earned. There's something about the gaze of the chosen. It's not just the way the eyes look, but the way they feel, a depth that reflects all the storms you've weathered, a strength that doesn't need to speak to be heard. People may notice it, some are drawn to it, others are intimidated by it. That's because the gaze of the chosen carries truth. It holds the energy of someone who's been broken and rebuilt, someone who has risen time and time again. That look in your eyes, if it's changed over time, if it's become deeper, calmer, more piercing, it's a reflection of every internal battle you've survived. You don't need to seek validation when your very presence speaks volumes. You've become the proof of your own journey, and that silent power is one of your most sacred marks. Stay with me through this message, because once you begin to recognize these marks within yourself, you'll see the truth. You were never broken. You were being prepared. Your scars are your strength. Your eyes are your testimony. And your life, no matter how heavy it's felt, is a mission unfolding. Welcome to the awakening of the chosen.